Yeah, baby. Today it's time for the Elder Faerie Cookie Topping and Beascuit Guide. I couldn't be more excited, and thank you for tuning in. As always, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to like and subscribe. Today we'll be breaking down Elder Faerie Cookie. We'll give you the Beascuits, we'll give you the toppings, we'll go for a run, and we'll take it all home for you here today. Thank you for tuning in. If you got a question or comment along the way, do let me know because I love to hear from you as always. And on top of that, feel free to join us in our amazing active Discord server. I love seeing everyone's posts. We've got plenty of Elder Fairies in there. And you can also check out the gotcha video for this one. So here we go. Elder Faerie Cookie. This guy is beefy, a defense frontliner, a nice big old tank. Now, a couple things about this particular cookie here in the moveset. We got Guardian's Valor. It is a 12-second cooldown. Now, Elder Faerie Cookie strikes down with his sword containing Prism energy to deal damage, taunt enemies, don't forget that one, and purify debuffs, that one's good too, upon himself. Upon using his skill, the energy in the sword causes an explosion, dealing more damage, applying injury, and reducing the amount of healing enemies receive. He shields his allies with an HP shield proportional to his ally Cookie's max HP, and the shield capacity increases with more buffs applied on Elder Faerie Cookie. Elder Faerie Cookie grants a Prism Shard and applies damage resist buff to himself. White Lily Cookie and a cookie with the highest attack, or two cookies with the highest attack if White Lily Cookie is not in the team. If Elder Faerie Cookie has the Beascuit HP upgrade, he can apply Prism Shards to more allies. Using a Prism Shard charge will heal the target's HP for a certain amount of time. Unlike other cookies, White Lily Cookie will gain 2 Prism Shards. Elder Faerie's damage resist will increase when affected by a debuff. While Elder Faerie Cookie is using his skill, he will briefly become resistant to interrupting effects. Here you go. Guardian's Valor sword damage, 22% plus of Summoner's max HP. Guardian Valor's explosion damage, 63% of Summoner's max HP. Injury max HP minus 11% for 12 seconds, capped at 25. Healing 30%, minus 30% for 12 seconds, stacks up to 1. Taunt times 8 seconds. HP shield 10% of target's HP for 7 seconds plus 1% per buff on Elder Faerie. Excuse me. I'm allergic to Elder Faerie. There. Now, anyway, back at it here. There's a lot of stuff. Elder Faerie's cookie capacity capped at 25%. Prism Shard target. Cookie with the highest attack times 2 times 1 per Beascuit HP bonus effect. Prism Shards times 1 for 12 seconds. Negates all damage exceeding 10% of Cookie's max HP at the expense of a charge. HP healing 2% of max HP every 1 second for 5 seconds. Damage resist plus 15% for 12 seconds, stacks up to 1. Passive damage resist plus 20% for 15 seconds when receiving debuff, stacks up to 2 times. Ugh, that is a ton of stuff, my friends. All very, very important. Usually and generally when we see this amount of things, it is good. Yes, that is the way. Lots of flavor text, lots of text means it is good. So yes, we know Elder Faerie is a great cookie here today. So how are we going to pair it and make it work? We got some pretty important things here to pay attention to. Lots of things in here that can scale, which is really, really important, and something a little bit different and interesting here that we haven't seen before, which was these Prism Shards, and then additionally pairing it with a Beascuit there, if the Elder Faerie Cookie has the Beascuit HP upgrade. And then when they talk about the Beascuit HP upgrade, let's see if we can find it. We did talk about it. Times 1 per Beascuit HP bonus effect. So let's go talk about this, because this is going to be our segue into our Beascuits, my friends. But before we do, let's get everything maxed up. We want to let's use one of these. Oop, can't because we already have. Oh, we can't use it with. Whoopsies. Didn't mean to do that. Uh-oh. Let's get back out of there. Haha. You goofy. There we go. All right, 60. Done. We'll do that. Even though we had some already. Now let's pair the rest and get it all the way up. Auto. Max. There we go. 80. lots of jellies. We got lots of farming for you here on the channel. You can check that out. All right, so now that we're up, we also like to upgrade these. We'll bring this guy to max for sure if we can get there. We'll see. Not quite. We'll go to 70, I guess. We got some farming to do. There you go. All right, so a couple things here on the Beascuits. Very, very important. First and foremost, yes, we want to get one of these on. Let's go ahead and grab one. Let's see if we got one that's got two. We don't, except we don't. We got to do some farming. So a couple things about this. Let's get it on first and foremost. All right, we're going to equip it. Now, the first piece is you need to make sure that your bonus effects right here has an HP. That's the key. That is the whole thing about the shards. So you need at least one. We have one. We got to keep going. We'll reset it until we get that. So that if you're curious, that's how you do it. There we go. Look at that, 8.5% right away. Certainly could do more. You can see where it sits here, the 3 to 15. I know people have asked me, the closer to the higher level, it's going to be a darker color. Or a better color there for you. So that's a good indicator, just like the damage resist bypass there. So first and foremost, that is one of the things that you want to do. Second on that, because it has that HP scaling, you can definitely do more HP, or because it's a massive tank that we need, you can do more damage resist there, up to 10%, which is great. You could have more attack, you could have other survivability, but the main ones, and the main one is at least get that HP on there, and then think about if you want more damage resist. Now, if you do want to pivot to some of that attack, you can go that damage resist bypass in there as well. And the big thing about that one in particular is that that is the only place you can get it, at least for now, is on the Beascuits. But you do want to get that HP one, so that is very, very important, and it's a little bit different than some of the other stuff that we've done before. So I just wanted to share that. We'll pop this up to 10 for now. There we go. All right. So a little bit more beefy in terms of what we need for Elder Faerie. We've talked about a couple of the key pieces here on the bonus effects, and in primary, make sure that you have that HP on there, because we need to take advantage of that Prism Shard, which is why we're doing that. And again, everything primarily scales on target's max HP. So that is going to be key for whatever he's targeting. So you keep that in mind on some of the team pairing as well. So I wanted to call that out. And then for him, make sure you got survivability, those kinds of things. All right, so when it comes to toppings, here is what's going to matter when it comes to toppings. First and foremost, again, a defensive cookie, we are going to want to be on solid almond. That is correct. So let's go ahead. We'll go make some solid almonds because they are solid for us here today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We'll go to 12. Yep, let's go. Here we go. Now, a couple things about this as well. We'll come back to it here in a second. I like that strategy of not only a little bit more survivability. If you really want to go that way, you can pivot into a little bit more of a tank / attacker. If you want to, that can work out in PvP or PvE. So those are some ideas there for you to do something a little bit differently. We're going to go ahead and equip all these for now. Now, it is very hard to get the perfect biscuit. We've done some videos on that. You can check those out along with toppings down below. However, the things that you need to know about your Faerie Cookies toppings here is A, the solid almonds, B, this. Now, in the bonus effects, a couple of things here similar to the Beascuits. We don't have that damage resist bypass, but again, you're definitely going to want damage resist here. Additionally, what I would start to look at is that HP or that cooldown. So you want to get these things going off a lot. That can be super helpful, or you can go on that attack side. So think about it as survivability, cooldown, and attack is kind of the main three things that you want to put in here for this particular cookie. Everything else is just kind of that. So here we got some cooldown, we got some attack speed, we got some HP. Here we have debuff resist, crit resist, nothing really good on that one. Amplify buff, defense, attack speed. Defense is okay, not great. Attack speed, cooldown, debuff resist, again, not great. Attack, HP, attack speed. It's not great, maybe like a 5 out of 10. We definitely want to tweak these a little bit more. However, this is what we're going to go with here today. And then additionally, the initial cooldown is 2 seconds. So don't forget that on your runs, because that can help you at times. And then additionally, you just may want to have a backup of attack with the raspberry, and you may want to have a backup of cooldown. I like to throw that out there depending on game modes and other things, events, PvE, PvP, those kinds of things that you can consider for this particular cookie. So that is everything that we need to know about Elder Faerie. We've talked about the Beascuits, we've talked about the toppings. Now it is time for us to go into attack mode and go for our runs. So first and foremost, as always, we like to go to 829. We've been doing dark mode, so let's go ahead and stay on that. There's our friend Butter Roll. You can check that out and all the other toppings and Beascuit guides here. However, today is about our friend Elder Faerie. So the question is, there's Elder Faerie. Let's remove that. 205 against 257. What do you think? We have almost not made it through before. It's been close. You will have to go find that episode. All right, here we go. Wowzer. Look at that. All right, here we go. Look at all these amazing things. Look at the Prism Shard targets on himself, too, so don't forget that. We got a double stack there. As always, we got swag and merch available to you as well. It's a nice way to support the channel. Thank you for that. All right, here we go. And you can see the injury there as well from that. That's going to change a lot of stuff on the PvP side. There we are. On to the final one here. 829. Can we one-shot the boss? Not quite. But, and he is a beefy tank. There we go. One more hit. Ooh, we got some more baddies in here again. Uh-oh. 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 Stun locked. There. Ooh, we got through, my friends. And there it is with Elder Faerie and the taunt. So if you saw that as well. All right. Look at that. Look at that. So, my friends, that concludes today's episode all about our friend here, Elder Faerie Cookie. We've talked about the background of this cookie, the defense, the frontliner, the tank. We've given you the key Beascuit things to keep in mind, the Beascuit guide and the topping guide to make this guy a beefy tank. That's correct. Now, with that, thank you for tuning in. As always, if you got a question, if you got a comment still, let me know. Feel free to swing by the Discord server, say hello. We got a great community there as well, and a helpful one, so thank you to everyone there. And thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community here. And on top of that, as always, thank you to our members. I appreciate that support. Memberships are available to you. On top of that, we do have affiliate links. You can check those out. Something there for everyone. And our socials, at me, chat me, as I like to say. I love to see what you're doing because we have a lot of fun here in this community. Now, with that, best of luck with your Elder Faerie. I'm looking forward to seeing you out there, and keep on running, my friends.